Hey everybody, we're back at Integrity. I'm trying to do a series of videos to inform you of this just remarkable difference that I've been feeling and experiencing in my body, dealing with swelling for all the years that I have with my lymphatic system. It's just improving so much. Of course, we always have room for growth, but I really have noticed such a big difference. We've showed some videos in the past of different body parts. Today I want to talk a little bit about how I've been opening up my chest. I was dealing with excessive swelling in my arms, and what was happening overnight was they were going numb, and I was waking up in the middle of the night and I just did not have any feeling in my arms, and I'm talking both of my arms. And then what started to happen was I not only had the numbness, but I had burning, and the burning was excessive, and it really started to scare me. And of course I went the traditional route of doing x-rays and trying to work with different doctors. I was suggested medication. I didn't take any medications. But what ended up happening sort of accidentally in working with Rachel, she's here at Integrity. We do private instruction once a week. Rachel is what actually got me ready to be able to do a yen style yoga class. And a yen style yoga class is a mat work yoga class. It's basically a stretch hold class. So I'm not graduated enough to do power yoga by any means, but she's made it possible for me to be able to attend the yen yoga classes that I attend at Detox Yoga, and I love that staff and I love them so much. But here at Integrity, she coaches me through these stretch holds. So through the process of opening up my chest and getting my traps released, I actually am not waking up in the middle of the night with my arms being completely numb, which is remarkable, because with all the different practitioners, the massage therapists, the chiropractors, everyone working their hearts out to try to help me, nothing was doing it. And then here comes Rachel and she helps me with it. And I know how to stretch. I'm a personal trainer. I know how to do these things, but I do believe the connection with the breath work, with the stretching, was sort of that game-changing component, because it really helped to calm down my nervous system, and my muscles are not so tight all the time. So this is a practice that I have started to do every single day. Again, I have these yoga blocks next to my bed. I literally do this stuff while I'm laying in bed or right next to my bed, so that I start my day loose, and a lot of times I end my day. And even here at Integrity, if you see me in this room, we have this private room, I'm in here with a couple of these blocks and I'm doing these exercises. So Rachel, will you kind of explain what we're doing for my chest?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into the posture. Essentially what we're going to try and do is just get into a shape where the chest and the shoulders are open, because so often during the day for all of us, we sit a lot. We're working on the computer, we're driving, we're sitting down for dinner. We're in this position with the shoulders and with the chest and the spine. So what we're going to do is just the opposite of that, to try and bring a little bit more balance into the spine and the shoulders. So we're going to place some blocks underneath the chest, right where the shoulder blades would be, and then another one underneath the head so that the neck has some support. So I'm going to place these underneath those areas, and then we might even add a little bit more height, because I know that we've been working on this, so I'll put the bolster on top of those blocks if you don't mind.
Sure.
And then I'll give you a little bit more height, and then you can come down onto that. Okay, how does that feel?
That feels good.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll let the palms face up, so that way the arms are externally rotated, because again, when we sit in this posture for so long, the body learns how to sit in this way. So we're going to try and do the opposite. And now from here, what we're going to do is see if we can soften everything in the body. So again, we spend so much of our time throughout our days giving our full effort, trying to do our best, work our hardest, and that sends particular messages to the nervous system. So when the nervous system thinks that we need to be giving our full effort, or we're under stress in some way, It talks to our connective tissues, which is our fascial system, something that a lot of people are talking about now. And the fascial system actually envelops the nervous system and the circulatory system. So when our tissues get tight, they can literally squeeze our nervous system and our circulatory system. So that's why sometimes we might experience numbness in the extremities and the fingers or maybe the toes, because those systems are getting kinked and they're not allowing flow of blood and lymphatic fluids to be sent to the extremities. So when we come into postures such as these, when we're opening and trying to release, that's what we're going to try and work with, the nervous system. And the best way we can learn to work with the nervous system is by using the breath. So Debbie and I have worked a lot with breath work. And the technique we're going to do here is seeing if we can bring all of the movement of the breath down into the belly. So on inhale, allowing the belly to expand almost like a balloon. And on exhale, allowing the belly to deflate and soften. Once we have breath moving in the belly, we're going to focus on trying to make the exhale as long as possible. And this isn't something we're used to doing in life, so it can be kind of hard to focus on the breath and making it long and slow. But when we breathe in this way, it's a signal to the nervous system that we're no longer in a state of stress or a state of high effort. We're in a state of calmness. So if we can talk to the nervous system can talk to our fascial system, the connective tissues that hold on to our stress and our blockages. So it's the opposite skill that we're used to using. It's the skill of releasing effort. We'll typically hold a stretching posture such as this for maybe 2 to 5 minutes, whatever your body feels like it can handle at that moment. You never want to over stress the system. So if it's too uncomfortable, you don't have to stay that long. So I'll have Debbie take maybe 2 or 3 more slow exhales, and then we'll start to release.
Are there other ways that you could progress this, and are there other parts of the body that could be, say, stretch? I know for me, I'll stretch other parts of the body while I'm doing this. Maybe I'll do a butterfly stretch or something like that. Could we show maybe a way that I could do something with my legs at the same time? And also, is there a way, okay, I feel like I've achieved a good stretch here, but I almost feel like I need more stretch. Would there be a way I could do something different with this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great point, because we all have different bodies and different ways of holding stress. So we're going to need different ways to approach our postures. So one person's body, this might provide more than enough stretching sensation for them, and that's perfectly fine. Another person's body might need a little bit of a different shape, maybe a higher shape. So as much as you'd like, as many tools and props that you have, you could lift this up. So perhaps maybe taking another bolster and lifting this up higher, or if you don't have a bolster, maybe a towel or a blanket or a pillow, lifting up the spine even higher, or lower if that's what you need. Another way to get a little bit of a different stretching profile is if you were coming down into this same stretch we were in and you wanted to address another part of the body, why not get two at one? So now we have chest nice and open. Maybe we bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. And now not only are we allowing the chest and shoulders to open, we're allowing the inner legs to open as well.
That's something that this has been beneficial because I'm, kind of opening up my hips as I'm opening up my chest. And if you're in a situation where, maybe you're just limited on the amount of time that you have, then, you can manage to do two things at one time. Also, I would say if you do not have the yoga blocks, I've used a foam roller for this before. I'll just put my spine on the foam roller, same concept, and make sure my bottom's on the foam roller and my head's protected on the foam roller. Open my chest up. That's what I've taught clients over the years as well. So I hope this information helps you. God bless you.